Hey guys, welcome back. It is a new year. Oh my goodness, it is a new year indeed. Welcome back again, guys, to We the Panel, a Terrace House podcast. Here it is again, where we talk about Terrace House, particularly the very first series, Boys and Girls Next Door. My name is Jason, and welcome back with a new year, really, but same old same news, really. But we're back again. I hope you guys missed us. But before we begin this podcast, we'd like to introduce the rest of the panel. As you can see over here, we got the lovely Tim wearing a checkered shirt. My guy, you look like a live version of a chessboard. How are you doing?
I'm feeling Gambity.
Oh!
Gambity, yeah.
Queen's Gambit, anyways.
Yeah.
Nice. I like that. I like that. Good job. And we got over here our resident TikToker, of course. We got Cheska. How are you doing, Cheska?
I've been binging Bridgerton, which is a pretty good show on Netflix. If we're doing a theme of Netflix shows for our intro, then watch Bridgerton.
True. I heard it was like Gossip Girl, but like medieval times.
But British.
I didn't know they had cell phones in medieval times.
Oh, scandalous. Now you make me want to watch it. And of course, we got the lovely, the magical, the smooth James, our resident Knicks fan over here.
I am though. Come on, bro. Like, other than the Raptors, which are my hometown team, like this has been my team. Like, this is who. I don't rep them that much because this is a very bright blue and like a very bright orange. But secretly, this is my team. But I've been good, man. I've been good watching lots of stuff on Netflix, Disney Plus. I watched WandaVision yesterday. What else? I've been watching How to Get Away with Murder, which is actually really good.
It's a pretty good show.
Yeah.
Pretty good show.
Yeah. And I'm waiting for the subs, man, on the Chinese version of Terrace House. It's gonna come soon, I swear.
Boy, the Chinese version of Terrace House. That'll be interesting. We'll see how that goes. Maybe another podcast. I don't know about that. We'll see. But yeah, glad to see everyone back again with this new year. I know last year was quite of a struggle, but hopefully with this new one, things will get us rolling again. But yeah, guys, new Terrace House. Literally, well, not really new, but a new season of what we're watching. And yeah, pretty enjoyable so far. We did this watcher before. I think the episode is episode 26, and it's called Brand New Terrace House.
Ooh.
So yeah, before we start, any announcements, things that we should let our audience know prior to starting?
Yeah, of course. Just of course letting you guys know that We the Panel, a Terrace House podcast, is available on all streaming platforms. That means it's on Anchor, that means it's on Spotify, Apple Music, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, all the ones that you could think of. We're there. Just search up We the Panel or We the Panel, a Terrace House podcast. Look for the logo that has the brown background with the gray house, and that is us. So, what happened in this episode? Of course, they started how they always do. What happened last season, guys? It's been a while. We took a long break, a long hiatus. So what happened last season? We saw Daiki winning his match, and of course, winning... Oh, that sounds bad. Winning Hana. But basically, like, they got together. We got to see a new side of OG, which is like, oh my god. This guy's wildin'. And of course, we saw the departure of our Terrace House Terrace House original, Momo. But moving on to this episode, guys, there was a lot of stuff that happened, but at the same time, not a lot of stuff that happened. So like, let's just get into everything that happened, I guess. Like, I don't know, like going from like the beginning, we could talk about like OG and like Sena, and they were kind of like the center of this episode, right? The whole thing about like OG's interest. He also had like a photo shoot in the episode. And of course, like everything between Sena and Mr. Masato himself.
Oh yeah, I forgot about him. Yeah, sorry for interrupting, but I forgot about him.
This one you thought he was gone. He comes back.
We said before, this man is never gonna leave.
Honestly, though, and it's kind of crazy. Like, I don't know, like starting with like OG, I guess, like, you know, like he talked to the guys about like his interest in Sena and how like they kind of brought up the whole Masato thing, but also like Taechan looked at Masato's blog and he kind of like referenced like or like shortly talked about how Masato hasn't like talked to them, but Taechan's kind of like optimistic and thinking that Masato probably has been texting Sena this entire time. Like, do you guys actually think he has? Like, I don't know. He's on the other side of the world. Like, I have no idea.
Okay, let's just go. Okay, I'm gonna begin with we legit had a location shoot with Masato in this. This means Terrace House thought about like, oh yeah, this guy, he already left. He's a cast member that already left. You know what, guys? Let's film him in California while he's not even about the whole Terrace House thing anymore. And let's do the good old surfing shoot with him, just like the good old times. And they went to San Clemente, California. This Japanese show legit spent money to film a guy that's no longer in the show
For like 10 seconds.
It was like a minute segment. Bravo. Bravo, Terrace House. Masato is now back in our conversations, in our hearts, because now he has stirred the pot. Because that is a great question. Did Masato really contact was in contact with Sena this whole time? I'm gonna say yes, because I don't know, maybe I'm reading too much about it. He drove a van, not just any van.
Oh my.
A Toyota Sienna. If you take out it's spelled Sienna. If you take out one of the N's, connecting the dots, my folks, Sena. He's been driving a Toyota Sena this whole time in his California trip. So I think he is contacting Sena.
How do you think that conversation went, though? How do you think like the conversation between him and like the car dealership went? You know, like they're signing the paperwork, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I want to get the Toyota Sienna, the Toyota Sienna. That's what I want." He drives the car up, starts crying about Sena, like.
It's like he drives over the distance, like, I kissed you on the forehead, and that was the last time I remember of you.
Will she wait for me?
Here's the thing. You know how he asked her to wait for him?
Mm.
I don't think he waited for her.
Oh,
yo, that's crazy.
I'm not gonna lie. Same. That's,
What do you guys think? Why? Why do you think he did not wait for her? Like,
well, okay, he's in a new continent on the other side of the world. Like,
and he's a
time
surfer.
differences. Yeah. Okay, I wasn't gonna relate it to him
And
being
so,
a surfer.
I mean, oh wait, no. I was just saying, like, he's a surfer in Cali, which I guess, I don't know, in my mind is like appealing to most
like
women. Thank you. Yeah. So I'm like, I mean, prime opportunities there. So I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that like lives change. So people move on. Probably Masato moved on and didn't wait for Sena.
Damn.
The question is, did Sena actually wait for Masato?
Well, I mean, potentially. There's a certain other guy in the house, a certain guy, he's a pharmacist. He's a model. He had a photo shoot in which he looked super awkward. He was told to smile, did not smile at all. Like, hey, he's a go-getter. He's a go-getter. He knows what he wants. Like,
he has a career.
The need is there. Sena just has to gotta pick it out. Like,
I don't know, what's she waiting for? It's served in a silver platter, or if anything, a silver prescription tray, if that's even a thing.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Like, oh man, I'm imagine.
Maybe it's because. Oh, sorry.
No,
Maybe it's because OG's like too clean cut. Like, you know, maybe she's into the bad boy. Maybe she's into the unshaven beach bum who surfs all day.
Whoa, you don't think OG is a bad boy? Did you see him in the photo shoot? We need you to smile. No.
A rebel indeed.
He's a rebel indeed. He actually just like asked Sana out of the blue. I think that's a bad boy move, don't you think? Instead of will you wait for me while I go to California?
Yo, OG's got the power moves. Like he had that. He eats his cereal without milk. Like
That's weird.
just power
it's
moves on
not,
power
okay.
moves.
That's weird. I feel like that's like
it's a little weird.
it's a little weird. He's
Yeah.
I
Depends
feel
on the cereal, you know, like Lucky Charms.
he's a psychopath. He's a
I would eat a
psychopath.
guy.
That's a red flag. If he
What do
eats.
you mean? What do you mean?
Okay, like he ate it with a spoon. So like if I eat cereal, because I don't know, speaking personal opinion, if I eat cereal without milk, I could eat it without milk, right?
Yeah, you like pick it with your
It's like,
hands,
oh,
right?
finger
Yeah.
paint. This
Yeah.
man used a spoon and eating it like there was milk, but there wasn't. And even the castmates are like, so like how you take your cereal? Just like that? And he legit looked in his like bad boy eyes and like, yes.
Bad boy eyes.
Okay, yeah, eating dry cereal with a spoon is weird. But that's
Red
all.
flags.
That's the only thing I can say.
Red
Because like I don't
flags.
mind like eating cereal dry. It just depends on the cereal, you know?
True.
It's just how he ate it. you
Yeah,
know?
how
Yeah.
he ate it was
Like,
weird.
what?
OG's kind of like an anime character, you know? Like that super like sus, like you don't know if he's a protagonist or antagonist, like he's kind of a tweener and he's there and he's like so intriguing, but like also kind of scary.
I mean, he already looks like an anime character.
Hmm.
Like, you know that Snapchat filter where like it changes your face to an
Oh my
anime
gosh.
character?
Stop.
If you put
Yeah.
an emoji, nothing would happen because he already looks like one.
I don't know if that's a
Anime
roast
dude.
or like.
He's a good looking anime
No,
dude.
it's
I don't see
not.
nothing
It's
wrong with
not
that.
a roast. It's a compliment for OG.
Okay. Well,
Can we call OG not OG anymore? Can we call him Brogy? Because like all
Stop.
of these
Oh
are
my
all his moves
God.
have been like power moves. Yeah, like Brogy.
ew. Ew.
It's so weird because this episode, not much happened, but whatever happened was a lot about. Yeah, you're right, James. A lot of it was OG packed, and I'm so glad we
Mhm.
needed that. Like he was usually the exposition guy. Like, oh, that's awkward.
Yeah.
And now we're getting to see him shine in his like scary but yet power movie way.
Yeah, and you know, maybe all of these power moves are leading to like maybe he's doing it for Sana, so Sana will notice. But speaking of Sana, do y'all remember the scene where Daiki and Hana were on the couch and they're just kind of like, you know, like little small talk on the couch on this side of the room. All the way in the kitchen, you see Sana.
She's just drinking her wine, just watching them the whole time.
I'm just like, oh, and then when she actually came to the couch and they were like talking and they were just kind of talking about like their relationship and then they called her like Cupid and I was like, is Sana really Cupid? Like think about what she did last season. Like she exposed Daiki to Hana and Hana had like all of this like stress and stuff and like yeah, and it was just like it was super like it didn't make sense to me because I was just like, I guess she is Cupid because they eventually got together, but like she didn't make that happen. Like
No,
if
she did
anything,
not.
she might have made it like she might have made the process even longer than it had to be.
I think she made it faster than it had to be.
Really?
I think so
Yeah.
too.
Why is
Like if
that?
Sana didn't say anything, then you wouldn't know if Hana or Daiki would have like expressed their feelings towards each other. But since Sana already put it out there, then it's like, well, might as well confess that I like you, kind of thing.
Okay.
I agree with Cheska because it kind of accelerated things with Daiki to making his decision, right? Because
Yeah.
like because of that, moves had to happen, and Hana eventually like, oh yeah, now you know that Hana is really into you. But if Daiki didn't knew that from the start because of Seina, he'd be like, maybe the other girl is another like a better option for me. So I guess in some way her persuasiveness of just getting things going helped it. But so I could see why they're saying it. She's Cupid, but I feel like she didn't really mean to, or she didn't plan. She was just like, I'm just doing laundry. Yeah,
That's true. That's true. I don't know, like Tim, what do you think, man? It's kind of weird to me, but like with what y'all are saying, I actually agree with what you guys are saying. So I'm cool with saying that I'm wrong, but Tim, yo, if you got something to say about it, like please let it out there.
I'm trying to rack my brain for a memory where I guess Sana really tried to like actually try and set them up, other than the one part where she exposed Daiki. I'm in agreement with Cheska that it sped up the process, because I'm sure it was on Daiki's like the back of his mind, like oh, I'll deal with it after the fight sort of deal. But because he was dealing with it like while he was prepping for the fight, that's why he won the fight. And then afterwards he was like immediately like, okay, well, like there's no beating around the bush, it's out there now. Let's talk with Hana and see what happens. Versus like, I think she expedited the process, but also I don't think she's Cupid. I don't think she she got the wheel going, but it's not like she's like really trying to get them to be together.
Yeah,
she just more exposed Daiki.
That's true. Like that's definitely true. Like the way that she went about it, like it kind of inevitably happened, but she didn't like mean for it to happen, at least at like most points of it. Like I feel like her exposing Daiki to Hana, I feel like that might have been with the intention of like, hey, like now you know this information, maybe you guys can talk about it now. But like everything else that she kind of did for them like wasn't like I don't think it actually had the intention of that happening. I thought like a lot of what she was doing was just to kind of be on the side of Hana, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and in the end, it was just like, to ensure that at least Hana is like, okay with what's going on with this, because I think that was her main priority. Like in the end, like sure, whatever Daiki said, whatever, but I'm making sure my girl's being known about this, because my girl is my girl, and I don't want her getting hurt with some fighter. He already hurts people for a living, because that's my Seina.
Oh my god.
But I do think, okay, like going back, I do think Seina has been like, been talking to Masato though, because like of how she's been reacting, like, oh my god, Daiki and Hana. That, and her, in my mind, I think when she's like just looking in the background, just like sipping, like my boy's coming back soon, and he gonna be like that.
That's actually true. There was a lot of like reference to like wanting a partner. Like Seina said it. Even Taechan said it like early in the episode. I completely forgot about this part. Like,
right.
But when he was talking to Hana about it and how like he kind of like tried to put everything between the like him, Hana, and Daiki kind of like under the rug or like thrown it away. He's kind of like, yeah, like seeing you guys has made me want to get a partner. And then Seina had the whole thing about wanting to get a partner. Like, I don't know, everyone just wants to get a partner because they see one in the house. So
yeah. That was a major theme in this episode. The more we'll talk about it, yes, looking for a partner.
Is that the title for the next episode? Or?
I don't know. I didn't look at it, but it's brand new Terrace House for this episode. Yeah. But in terms of actual like content from the house, that was really it. There wasn't that much that happened. Like nothing like crazy eventful really happened. However, half of the episode was devoted to introducing the new panelists for the actual like panel on the show. So along with you and Tori-chan and the four of us,
Oh my goodness.
we got four more. Okay, so let's just really quick. Let's just go through them. So we got Tokui, who, from what I know, is a comedian. And this guy was like, yeah, like I really like Masato. He's a bad guy. Like this guy's really not a nice person at all. But I like him. You know, he's intriguing.
He's like, yeah, it's like Masato is a terrible person.
Yeah.
But I like him.
Great content.
It explains he reminds me a lot of me. I'm really the worst.
Yeah.
Dang.
And we got someone that I wasn't familiar with up until this point. Jay, I don't think you were familiar with either. But we have Hirumi or Omi, the musician, and he was talking about how his fave member is OG. And I remember when he said that, I was like, oh man, yo, this guy likes the chaos. Because that's what he talked about. He's like, yo, OG's gonna create chaos in this house.
Yep. Hirumi or Umi. Omi and OG. Ooh.
Ooh.
The correlation is there.
I'm just looking for things to connect at this point.
And then, of course, we have the motherly figure, Baba-chan, or Baba-chan. That's how I know her, at least.
Mhm.
And yeah, she has the motherly instincts, especially when it came to Tae-chan being a child in the first season. And she actually pointed something out that we pointed out all the way back in the first season, and it was with Seina's fit during Masato's like surfing competition. How this girl's wearing a puffy jacket and a hat in what was probably like 25-degree weather.
Oh, word. Totally forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. She looks like the villain from 101 Dalmatians.
Cruella de
Cruella
Vil.
de Vil.
Yeah.
Wow.
She got
Okay,
the
Jay.
Cruella de Vil vibe when Seina's fit was going to a surfing competition. So I get what she was
She's just
doing.
there on the beach. I will steal your
Yeah.
Dalmatians.
Like, if you guys remember, she even had that like villainous vibe, like, "Oh, you didn't do well." Like they're in the car, like you didn't do well with the sunglasses. I guess you'll be fine later on. Then, yeah, I don't know. She was spot on. Baba-chan was spot on. Thankfully, she said that. Yeah.
That's true. And of course, we have the one last panelist who is
Edna Mode.
Oh, yeah, that's
the
true.
legend in the
That is
game, bro.
Yeah.
This guy is a legend in the game. For other seasons of Terrace House, of course, we have Yama-chan or Yamasoto, who is, of course, another comedian. And he's like, yo, honestly, I relate to Tae-chan. Like, what did he say again? He's like,
I was too distracted by the cut and the glasses. I'll be completely honest with you. Like,
I
yeah.
don't know. He
Oh,
was
he
like,
was
like,
like
saying
the
something about Tae-chan?
outsider? Like,
yeah. Oh, yeah.
outsider, I think.
Yeah. Or
He's the unpopular town.
That's what it's
Yeah,
called.
that's what it is.
yeah, he's like, I'm part of the unpopular town, but Tae-chan is the ace of the unpopular town.
Oh my god.
I was like, oh my god, bro. Oh,
Damn.
man. Yeah. So, 4 exciting new panelists, 4 exciting new perspectives. How do you guys think this is gonna like work now that we have like 6 panelists on the show? How do you think it's gonna like work in terms of like the actual content of the episode? Like, do you think we're gonna get like longer panel moments, or like how do you think they're gonna like implement the extra people?
I mean, I don't know how like other Terrace House like does their panelist stuff, but I do feel like we're gonna get less time with people in the house, which is the unfortunate thing, because like we were mainly there for the people that are living in the house, and now I feel like we're gonna get more screen time of the panelists, just hearing their thoughts about it, instead of like getting more in depth with the people living inside the house.
That's true. But like, what if they I don't know how it worked back in 2013 or 2014, wherever it is at that point. Maybe they cut a deal with their TV provider. Maybe they're getting some extra time.
I was thinking that. Yeah, I
Get
think they
some
might
longer
extend.
episodes.
Yeah, longer episodes.
Like it's a possibility. Like, I don't know, but it could happen, and I would love for that to happen, because the more Terrace House I can watch, I'd love that.
I think, like, for me, I think it would have worked better if they had the panelists have their own show, like they have their own after show. So you have that full, like, 30-40 minutes of
uninterrupted Terrace House.
Yeah, uninterrupted Terrace House. And then after that, you can rewatch the episode with the panelists.
I don't like what we're doing, huh?
Yeah, I like that. I know, like, I just know, like, other shows do that a lot. Like 90 Day Fiance, they have their own, like, pillow talk. It's basically like former, like, I guess 90 Day Fiance alumni, like, watches new episodes and then they give their commentary about it.
Isn't that usually like specific episodes only? Like I
No, it's like every episode.
Oh, is it actually?
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
Because I know, like, for like some of the shows that, like, I've seen, they would have, like, the last episode of the season or something. They would have a bunch of, like, former people on the show, like, show up, and then they would kind of, like, talk about the season for, like, a little bit as, like, the last part of that episode or whatever. So I don't know. Like, maybe it could have been like that, but I could be wrong. I don't know.
Yeah, I think that's the thing with, like, a lot of American reality shows, but with 90 Day Fiance, they don't do that. They have their own separate, like, after show, like, kind of what we're doing. For sure.
I know Walking Dead had something like that. Like, it began, I think, in later seasons, but it's called The Talking Dead. Right after the episode, they would talk about it for like a good 30-minute segment. And sometimes they even have the guests or even the cast to come in to be like, you know, to talk about what's going on. Let's say someone got killed off. They would be like, they would bring that person there. And it was pretty successful because a lot of people like that, you know, talking about the show right after aspect. Right? Because like we as an audience, you can connect and be like, oh yeah, that is true. And like, you know, there's certain subject matters that happen during around the show that's like pretty good to talk about. Yeah. So it does work out. Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, well, we have a lot of theories here, and I know how I know how they do it in later seasons. Jay knows how they do it in later seasons. But I don't know. This is the first season. They could be trying a bunch of different stuff out. So we'll just have to wait and see, I guess. But before the episode ended, we saw a little preview, you know, a little taste.
Oh yeah,
a little taste of the new housemate. You know, we see a preview of the new girl. Her name is Aya. From what we saw, Aya. We see Aya. And yo, this girl. Did you guys see, like, when we were watching, like, her intentions for when she gets into the house?
Yeah.
No. I was too busy distracted by the choker. I'm not gonna lie. The choker and the smile. That was a selling point.
She's a child of God. Is that what you're talking about?
Oh, the cross.
She's wearing a cross, right?
Oh my pretty God. Hot. Pretty hot.
Oh no. Oh no. But basically, Aya's intentions of going into the house is that she wants to leave with a boyfriend.
Ooh.
Speculations. Come on, people.
Obviously, Taechan might have a chance.
Come on, my boy. Please.
Could it be his time?
You know what? Yeah. You know what Taechan needed all
charm.
along was a nice, wholesome Christian girl. Wholesome.
I don't know, man.
I don't know. Oh,
I don't know.
That would be such a twist. What if she was like...
Do you think she's gonna be his type, though?
I think Taechan doesn't have a type.
His type is female.
His type is anyone who gives him attention. Clearly. I'm sorry, but like it had to be said. It had to be said.
I
really?
disagree. He never was in love with Momo-chan, and I know Momo-chan gave him the time
A lot of attention.
and attention. And then we talk about his type is like he's like
strong
simp,
woman.
right? Yeah, strong woman. Like, he's about simping, right? Like he's not the simp. He's the simpy, not the simper.
Yeah, but the game changer here is that Daiki and Hannah are in the house together now, And so now everyone's got relationship brain. Everyone's like, I don't know. I feel like that's the thing is everyone's now looking
But
to like settle, cuff.
here's the thing.
It's cuffing season
Tim.
in the house.
Tim, here's
Yeah.
the thing.
What's up?
He's been saying this since season 1.
I mean, yeah.
Okay. My reasoning or my theory as to why Taechan never fell for Momo or Sena isn't because they weren't his type. It was because he already fell for someone while they were in the house. If you think about it, like the 3 girls showed up in the house, he fell for Rie, didn't fall for Momo or Sena. Rie leaves, downtime. Hana shows up, he falls for Hana. The whole time Momo and Sena are still there, he wouldn't fall for them because he already fell for someone else while they were there.
So
Yeah. So potentially, new girl shows up, Taechan falls for her, and he just forgets about Hana.
So wait, are you saying that he'll only fall for the new girl?
Yes. Basically.
Oh, goodness.
See that, you know,
Yeah.
the previews of what we got with this new girl, Aya. So let's say, like Tim said, she's wearing a cross choker.
Mhm.
Was she a bartender? Was she working the bar?
Yeah, I think
She's a bartender.
Yeah.
Pretty
Short
hot.
hair. Short hair.
Oh,
Short hair,
Short
and
hair.
and basically we only saw like this part of her face.
Yeah.
and
She had a
like,
cute smile. She had a really
big
cute
smile.
smile.
Big smile.
So maybe that is a thing for Taechan, you know? I want him to be happy with or without a relationship. I just want the guy to be comfortable with himself because, you know, we've seen him really just be the ace of unpopular town.
Really and
I
truly.
think it's because they're trying to make Taechan something he's not. I think the biggest call out was when he was talking about his feelings to Hannah this episode on the park bench. And then she responds with, "Damn, I didn't know you were such a girl." I'm like, oh, so you got to be a girl now? You got to be a woman to talk about your feelings now? Like,
Which is
come
not
on,
true.
Hannah. Come on, Hannah. You were better than that. Like,
Yeah.
everyone's trying to push him to be this cookie cutter of what a man is supposed to be. Can't he just be him? Like, I don't know. That's just me. Sorry, side rant. Yeah.
I mean,
You
hey,
have every
Oh, it's a
right
good
to say that,
point.
Tim. That's a good point.
that's true. I mean, 2013 culture, Asian culture, you know, lots of toxic things going on right around there.
Mhm.
So it's tough being a Taechan falling
In
for all
2013.
girls, but not
Yeah.
being able to talk about it.
If anything, it's pretty brave of Taechan to actually talk about his feelings to Hana.
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah.
that takes a lot of courage, especially due to the fact that he realized he didn't really like Hana. He just said that because he didn't want to feel left out. Like,
Right.
good for him for realizing that, and good for him for like being honest with Hana about it. It's just, unfortunately, Hana's like, "Oh, why are you talking about your feelings? We were just throwing out garbage. Let me stretch like an old lady." Yeah, good for him. Like, see, like, as long as he's growing, and that's great. And hopefully, I would love to see more. Like, sure, there was a part of me where it's like, Taechan's getting boring or like annoying now, but still, you know, he shed some light, and I'm glad he's still growing. Like,
Mhm.
Hey, honestly, I feel like this is gonna be a big season for Taechan in the sense that, like, not in the sense that like he's gonna be in the center of everything. I think it's gonna be more like you know, last season we kind of like faltered on him a little bit because it seemed like he was trying to like push himself into the situation. I feel like that's not gonna happen, and we're gonna, you know, like fall for Taechan again. We're kind of like hanging on the Taechan train. I feel like we're gonna go right back into that train, you know, Polar Express style, walking through all the cars. Like we're gonna get back on the Taechan train this season. I can feel it.
Yeah, I can't wait. Like, I'm pretty sure he'll have like very huge growth in this season,
For sure.
whether it be personal or with someone else.
I really want to meet this new member, though. That's my.
I can
biggest
tell that
thing.
you want to meet this new member.
I really want to meet this new member. She's
Wow, you were so distracted by the choker that you're like, dang, I really want to meet her.
Yeah. Who is she? What's her story?
It
Everyone
really
has
took
a story to
choker
tell.
for you to like.
Stop.
Yeah. Like she really knew how to accessorize herself to be like, yeah, she is interesting. What's with the choker? And there's a cross. Okay, hold on, Tim. Can I ask a question? If she was wearing a choker without the cross, would you be like, oh wow, still feeling the same vibe, or is it the fact that it's a cross?
No. I'm still feeling the same vibe regardless because of the choker. But it just adds an additional layer because I didn't even notice the cross until you pointed it out. And I'm like, oh shoot. And she's also a bartender, so I'm like, oh, she maybe has stories to tell. Who knows? And
weren't crosses like a big thing in fashion like back in that era? Like weren't
I
a lot
want
of
to say
brands,
like I saw
the
those
shirts that have
earrings?
all the crosses on them and stuff like that.
I was thinking like those earrings, the one that like loop around the back of the ear with the chain all the way down, like
Right.
that style. But yeah. Does it say what her aspiring career was? I wasn't really
not yet. This is
I don't think
just
so,
a
man.
preview,
Okay.
little taste.
Hold your horses,
Okay.
cowboy.
Okay.
Calm down,
I want to
calm
know what
down.
she's about.
It's okay. We will learn about her
Yeah.
in the next episode. But of course, before we go, are there any predictions for the season, for next episode? Anything you guys got? Anything you think is gonna happen?
I don't want to say it, but I think Masato's going to make an appearance next episode.
That's
Good point.
Yeah.
Good point.
That's
Tim.
Honestly,
I feel
oh wait, can I like give one little funny?
yeah, go for it.
Imagine Masato just randomly moves back in the house.
Oh my god. Cause see, like it's foreshadowing because it only showed 10 seconds after they went to California. So I'm thinking it's either like there's no way the company would spend thousands of dollars to send a camera crew to fly over to the States just to film 10 seconds, right?
So instead of spending thousands of dollars to fly him back to Japan,
I don't know. Unless someone from the studio was really clever and how they expensed their vacation. Oh yeah, we should go to California to see Masato, and then they're just fucking off in Cali.
No, I agree, Tim. It's like, you know what? We have some money in the budget. Let's do a location shoot for this guy. Some of them like, isn't he not in the show anymore? Yes, let's go there.
Yeah, let's go to California and expense it.
That's why I think it's so funny if he does end up moving back in the house. Like, just imagine how funny that would be.
I would hate it.
I want OG to scrap him. Oh, that would be...
You literally have a kickboxer in Daiki, and you say OG.
You say the pharmacist.
Yeah, the pharmacist is gonna scrap the surfer for Sana's heart.
Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Side question. You know how in American reality TV, there's always that subtle hint of aggression or fighting, you get the editing is dun dun and someone slams something and it looks like it's gonna get violent, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that more Cheska because you guys have seen the other seasons. Do you think Terrace House will ever do something like that? Where they'll try and edit it into a way to make it seem like something's gonna go down,
Okay, wait, another question. This is Boys and Girls Next Door are not with Netflix, right?
No,
100%
they were with
okay.
their TV station in Japan.
Okay, cool. So this is what I think. I don't think they're gonna do it because they don't have the American influence, I guess. And if you look back at previous seasons when there was a fight, they didn't use any music to suspense it. They use very melancholic piano music.
Yes, the piano version of We're Never Getting Back Together by Taylor Swift.
Exactly. So that's why I don't think it's gonna happen.
Okay.
Until the Netflix versions come by.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Interesting.
That's true. Jay, any predictions?
So like, you know how like we're really like roasting on like getting Masato footage from California, and
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yes.
it feels like there is something they did that because of something.
Mhm.
Now I want that like they did the location shoot, and that's it. They finish it. There's nothing after about Masato, and I think I would be more happy with that because it's just like, wow, that's kind of dumb, but that gives. That's kind of like dumb. Like, hey, there's no resolution to this, so they spend that much money. But I guess I don't know, adds stuff to the story of or the saga of season 3 or whatever. But now, if they don't do anything with that, that kind of makes me more unpredictable. Like, holy crap, what are they gonna do? So that like now I'm on my edge if they don't do anything regarding about that Masato thing, because it's just like they could do anything. They could just really go to like Momo's apartment. And connect it somehow, and like, yep, okay, she's doing good. Let's go back to Shota. Like,
And on this next episode, we're gonna check in on Rie. How's she doing today?
yeah, and like it's gonna trigger on some person in the cast saying, "I wonder what Rie is doing." But I kind of like that.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like what you're saying, Jay, I feel like they should have done a Where Are They Now? Like
A special
episode.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because yeah, you're right, Jay. This whole Masato like going to California thing is bothering me. The more we talk about it, the more bothered I am by it.
Like, I'm on edge.
It's
like,
looming, guys. His return is looming.
Like, I question. Yeah, exactly. Like, why is he here? Like, what? So, like, he can't move back. One guy has to leave. Imagine he comes back. I'm coming back just because. What?
Okay.
No.
Okay,
Get
hold
out.
Okay, so if obviously Masato moving back wouldn't work because there's going to be 4 guys.
Mhm.
Imagine Daiki and Hana both leave. Masato moves back in, and then you get another new girl.
Stop!
And it's Rie.
Oh.
And then Taechan sees new girl, not his new girl, but is also new, and then he's just confused.
No.
Oh.
I'd
And
watch
Seina's just never leaving. Seina's just constantly there. Oh man.
Oh boy.
It would be such a funny season if they ended up doing that. I
would
will
hate
actually
that.
laugh.
I would hate that so much. Terrace House, the legacy.
No. But other than that, I'm curious of how the other panelists are gonna react, because like it's a wide variety of like perspectives. Like Tokui, Yamachan. Like James and I have watched like other series of Terrace House, and they are by far one of my favorites because they are so relatable, and what they say is just like, oh, I never thought about it like that. So I'm excited, and based on what they already said about like, oh yeah, the ace of the unpopular town was like, oh yeah, that makes sense, Yamachan. And like Tokui just being like, yeah, he's not a very good guy, but I like him. Like, nailed it. So I can't wait for what they're gonna say on what this new season's in hold.
For sure.
How
Like,
about you, James?
oh man, I honestly, I have no idea because there wasn't a lot of content in this episode. So I'm hoping that like once we see the new girl, just mainly how Taechan reacts. If it were me, like I will bet on this that
Like
Taechan
money?
will have interest in this girl and is going to at least talk to someone about it. Like I'm it has to happen. It's gonna
So,
happen.
like, are you betting $2 Canadian?
Oh, I'm not sending you guys nothing. I'm just
dang it.
Oh yeah, I'll put down money on it.
Bro, I said
No.
$2.
Let's not put money on. Let's make a wager. Like
oh
like.
god.
Oh,
So what's your bet, James? So for sure, he will be interested in this new girl.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like I believe in that too. So I don't know if I can go against it.
I know, same.
Okay. If
Yeah.
by the end of the season, if Taechan does not get interested in this girl and does not talk to someone about it, I will
Ooh.
There we go. There we
Ooh.
go.
What can I do? What can I do? I will pour water on myself.
Whoa! Live.
I'll pour water on myself.
Live.
Whoa.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
By the end of the
Okay.
season.
All right, you
All
hear it at
right.
first. Okay. Terrace House guys just got more interesting. Our panelist James just called himself out for making sure that repeat the wager.
Okay.
By the end of the season.
If by at the end of the season, if Taechan does not gain interest in this girl and does not talk about it to someone else, then I will pour. I always have a water bottle with me for every episode. I will pour this water on my head, and I guess my shirt. There I guess. Yeah,
My
I will do
shirt.
that. I don't know. That's the only thing I can think of.
So we're making sure that if Taechan does not say anything about this girl and showing interest, you will make yourself be a fire hydrant.
Yes, I will be the fire hydrant that Taechan should have used in his exam.
Oh,
okay.
dang.
Whoa.
I think you're fine.
Okay.
I think you're not gonna do it because
I don't think. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
definitely going to show interest. But
Yeah.
I got one. So do you think that when he sees the new girl, do you
Mhm.
think Taechan is going to
Oh, God.
approach it his Taechan way and be like, "Hi, yeah, nice to meet you," and just quiet, drive around, awkward grocery shopping trip with her, right? Or he's gonna mix it up and he's gonna be like more forward
Be confident.
and be confident and like I don't know, show some character growth.
That's
mean-
tough. That's tough.
Mhm.
Because so far he's like 0 for 2 with like just being shy and awkward with Rie and with Hana, right? So I mean, yeah, what do you think? Is it going to change it up? Is it going to be the same?
now I want to even make a wager now too. I'm like, all right, guys.
Oh no.
Instead of being confident, who do you think will be carrying the new girl stuff to their room?
Why?
Oh no. This isn't good, guys.
We're just making bets.
Yeah, literally.
But also, it has to be Taechan, right?
It has
Yeah,
to be
it's gotta be
right?
Taechan. Who else is
Taechan,
it gonna be?
My bet is he will be the one to be carrying her stuff to her room, or like give him, or that, or he gives a tour of the house.
Oh.
Ah.
Oh my God.
Okay, I was.
That's my prediction, I guess. Whatever, but
I mean, I was thinking it was a combination of both Taechan and OG. Not because of love interest for OG, it's just because he's there and he'll be like, "Let me help."
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
Mm.
Okay, Cheska, answer me this.
Oh no.
What's the over/under on how many bags/luggages she has?
Are you kidding?
Oh my god.
Okay.
based on her outfit, I think she's a simple girl and only one leg.
Ooh. Okay. Okay.
Nah.
Okay.
A total
More
of
or-
3.
Whoa!
I was about to say 3 too.
I
Yeah,
was
Top
gonna
3,
say
like,
2.
luggages. Mm.
I agree with Cheska. It's
Okay.
gonna be 3.
So I guess the over/under is 2. If we'll,
Guess so.
I'll change mine to 3, but the over/under is 2. So me, Tim, Cheska are 3. Jay's
say 1.
1.
Just one.
That's risky, man. That's risky.
We're not betting to anything. We just
I know we're not. We're
know.
really not betting
We just
anything.
Okay.
We're doing like Vegas odds of like the weird like, oh, who wins the coin toss or who gets the first point.
Okay. Let's end off this episode before we get too out of hand here.
Yeah.
Fair.
Before we go, of course, this is another reminder that We the Panel, a Terrace House podcast, is on all podcasting platforms. In addition to that, we are on YouTube. So if you are watching this episode on YouTube, hello, welcome to the panel.
Hello.
Please like this video, subscribe, comment, whatever you guys want. We may have a question in our description. See if you can answer that. And yeah, you can find us on all podcasting platforms. Just search up We the Panel. Look for the, oh my god, what is it? The brown background with the gray house, and that'll be us. On top of that, Tim, our
Yes.
resident Tim.
Oh, hi.
Oh, sorry, our resident
Oh, me?
checkerboard.
What's up?
Where can we find you on all of the interwebs.
You can find me on all podcast streaming platforms here at We the Panel, as well as my personal Instagram down below and my YouTube channel down below. But it's more of a YouTube video than a channel right now. So yeah, check that out down below, guys.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true. Now, Cheska, our resident TikToker, did you watch Ratatouille the musical?
Of course I
Well,
did.
time out. There's
Oh my God,
Ratatouille
of
the
course.
musical. What?
Yeah.
On TikTok.
I'll show it to you later.
Yeah.
Please
So
do.
anyways,
I love that movie.
Cheska, where can we find you on the internet?
You can find me on both Instagram and TikTok if you really want to follow me on TikTok at Cheska Camille _. And yeah, it'll be down below in the description.
Yes, yes. And our silver-haired fox. Are you hopping on Twitch again? Or is it happening in 2021?
I might be. I am recently addicted to World of Warcraft again, so maybe.
Yes.
So yeah, you can check me out at twitch.tv/forjiggles, FER Jiggles. Yeah, catch me there. It's a new year. We'll see how it goes. And yeah, join the experience with me because I don't know most of the times what I'm doing in that game. But how can we find you, James? Huh?
Oh man, you can of course all of my socials will be down below. It'll be my Instagram and it'll be my YouTube where I do a bunch of singing stuff, whatever else I feel like doing that day. And yeah, that is it from We the Panel. It's been James, Tim, Cheska, and Jay from We the Panel, and we will see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.
Sleep warmly.
It's back for 2021.
Yeah.